Hey everyone, how's it going? Thank you for joining me again. Today I'm going to be talking about one of our brand new products called Chalk Emulsion. Now this is a fantastic product. It comes in two sizes. I've got 500 mils and I've got a litre as well. And I'm just going to tie it in with my spare room that I'm supposed to be doing up. I haven't done anything for a couple of weeks, but that's okay. I've grabbed one of these chairs, I've given it a quick dust, and that's all I'm going to do. Just dusted it down and it's ready to go. I've created this really vibrant, bright, beautiful yellow that I'm just go straight over the top of it, this varnish, and then I'm going to let it dry, put on a more of an earthy, dirty white over the top of it. I'm going to sand through it, just enjoying my coffee here, and I'm about to put on, or as you can see I've already started putting on my first coat of Chalk Emulsion in this beautiful bright yellow colour. Now this is just the easiest paint to work with because I don't have to prime, I don't have to sand. All I had to do was dust. Use one of these brushes, it's got a little round head, works really nicely in these ledges here. Brush it on, 1 to 2 coats, see how you go. I like to get all the brush marks coming through when I put mine on. So I'm probably going to do 1 coat of this, 1 coat of the white, sand it, get all that texture, all that movement. Dust it down, put a wax over the top of it, it'll look absolutely awesome. Anything in my craftsmanship. I brushed it on and I've got lots and lots of brush marks with my little brush here because I want lots of movement, I want lots of texture, I want lots of depth to this little piece. It's really easy paint to use. I can't stress how easy it is to use, and it'll stick to pretty much anything. So if you've got a weekend project, get your hands on this stuff. It's really nice. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my little brush and I'm going to put on another coat of Old Church White, not another coat, I'm going to put on 1 coat of Old Church White over this whole thing. Old Church White is an off-white, so I've got a little bit of dirtiness in there, just to give the contrast a little bit closer, so it doesn't look too stark and too white. It's an earthy white, so it'll work beautifully with this colour. I brushed on my top coat, which is the Old Church White. And I've chosen Old Church White because it's quite an earthy, neutral, dirty sort of white, and it makes a nice contrast with that bright yellow that I've got underneath. And what I've done is I've just brushed it on, random uneven crisscrosses to give it some beautiful texture, and just 1 coat. So I don't know if you can see where you are, but you can just see little bits of yellow popping through. I don't want it too thick because I'm going to be sanding through it. I've got some 220 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to very lightly, just with my fingertips, just gently sand through the top coat. And what I'm trying to do, I'll just pop that back so you can see what I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get little hints of yellow coming through, and give it that beautiful depth that I keep talking about. Once I get it to the point where I like it, I'm just going to dust it down with a rag, clean rag obviously. Then I get some muslin. I'm going to choose one of my many waxes that I have here at Porter's Paints. The wax seals it, gives it a really beautiful depth of colour, draws out all that texture and all that mark making. I'm about to put the wax on my final coat of Chalk Emulsion. So what I've done is I've just got a piece of furniture. I haven't needed to prepare it in any way. I had a varnish on it. I've used earthy, more neutral colours to work with the fabric that I'm going to have on there, but you can interpret colour any way you want to. If you want to have bright, bold, amazing colours on a traditional piece of furniture, go for it. You can't really go wrong. It's up to you, it's your piece of furniture. You do what you want to do. But now I'm just going to wax this, and waxing is going to give it a beautiful texture. It's going to draw all those colours out, all those marks that I'm trying to bring to the front are all going to pop out. So I just work the wax into the surface. How much wax do you need? You just need enough just to cover the surface. So as the light hits it, I can see where it's going and where it isn't. So I just work it into the surface. I'm just going to do one area at a time, so I can see that that's nicely covered. Turn this little muslin over, which is a great fabric to use because it doesn't leave bits of lint behind. I just wipe off the excess, okay? And then once that's done, get another clean bit of muslin. I'm just going to buff it. And buffing it makes it go a little bit shiny. Makes the wax go hard and gives it the finish that I'm after because it seals it and draws out all that beautiful colour and all that texture that I've been trying to create. And there you go, I hope you can see it from where you are. So you've got this beautiful colour, texture, movement, and a smell that everybody loves too. Really simple to do. I just found an old piece of furniture, I just wiped it down so it's clean. I brushed on a couple of different colours. They had this bright yellow and then the old antique white over the top. I've sanded through it so it looks distressed and aged. You don't have to do that. If you want a bright poppy colour, you can just have a really simple flat finish. You don't have to sand through it. But I have waxed it to seal it. Sealing it draws out all those beautiful textures and marks that I wanted. I've got a new fabric on there, and I think it just looks absolutely awesome. Really, really simple product to use. I hope you have a lot of fun with it. I'll see you next time.